are we? Who are we? Yeah, there we go. Thank you. I don't know if you've all been looking around, but there are badger buttons out there and posters with badgers on them. If you hadn't noticed them already, I would like to draw your attention to the badger buttons.
Release the badger!
Haha. Many of our union members are wearing them right now. We had the phrase, "let it loose," printed underneath them. I want to take a minute to explain why our local adopted this as our mascot on our button. This past winter, you may have seen and heard about the massive protests happening in Wisconsin when Governor Walker decided to directly attack working families and unions. You would not have thought that it would have produced such a ferocious reaction by the seemingly quiet community. But if you look deeper, you will find that this reaction actually fits within the behavior of the Wisconsin state animal, the badger. The badger popularity is known as pound for pound, one of the most fearless and aggressive animals in North America. The badger has a reputation of taking on anything, no matter the size or odds, in order to protect its territory. I believe Governor Walker is getting a good taste in Wisconsin of the badger power. Yeah. The fight is not over, but is one that inspires our local with how to respond to the attacks that the General Electric is doing to all of us. The badger spirit is what will be needed in the weeks ahead. I call upon each and every one of you to awaken your own badger spirit and turn it loose. Turn it loose. The badger has a name. That is the CBC. However, the badger spirit is not enough. We must not forget that we are not alone and that we should not act alone. For 38 years, I have worked at the General Electric, and my union has taught me during this time that the only way we can succeed in our goals is by all workers uniting and standing together. Many decades ago, an old-timer was speaking at a rally. He showed up his hands. He said, "This hand represents all of us, all the different unions in the CBC. Individually, them fingers can be broken, individually, but put them together and you have power." That's what this is all about. It can't be broken. It's a simple concept, but one that rings true today more than ever. Just like each individual union in the CBC can feel alone in this fight, I see the purpose for this rally is not to only turn it loose, but it's to bring all of us together. We each have our own history of struggle and conflict with the General Electric, but we know that now is the time to close the ranks, and that can be facing these battles together. I know and believe that we can win. Yeah. I know it. We can do it. We can do it. I would like to thank everybody for taking their time to come here today. Many of you have been turning it loose in your shops, and I want to report that New York City is hearing you loud and clear. Thank you. In the weeks ahead, I ask that we make every effort to not only encourage others to release their badger spirit, but to continually strengthen our ability to stand together and like the CBC badger beat back the company attacks. Together, we will win the fight. Together, we will stand strong. Together, we will get a fair contract. Thank you.
Turn it loose!